All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the second of 3 videos for the week. The first one was, of course, the week 2 rundown. Please make sure that you go ahead and watch that rundown before watching this video. And then there is a video that was made by the department about how to make and build an academic argument. So go ahead and take care of that as well. The assignment, the first major assignment of the semester, is the rhetorical analysis. The purpose of your rhetorical analysis is to analyze another writer's argument. Of course, an essay should address what the writer has written, but the emphasis of your rhetorical analysis should be a close examination of how the writer has presented an argument. Your purpose is not to argue with or state your agreement with the writer's position. That is irrelevant. How you feel about the topic, how you feel about what the author is saying is irrelevant. Your purpose as academics and as writers is to analyze the strategies and features another writer has used to be persuasive. Do not be diverted from your primary task to demonstrate that you have uncovered interesting, important things about the way the author's argument has been presented. So before you do anything, you do need to pick out one of 4 articles. You are not writing about all 4, you're writing about one of these articles. Choose from one of the following options from Writing Memphis, or that can be found in eCourseware. The Education of Desmond Cathy by Brad Wolverton, African American Rhetorical Traditions by Angela Morris and Sylvia Barnes, Letter to My City by Troy L. Wiggins, African American English from the Hood to the Amen Corner by Geneva Smitherman. You may also find an argument about Memphis from another source, but if you choose this route, then you must get the article approved by me before you begin writing. You do not need to agree with the argument to analyze it, but you should be careful to choose an argument that you can approach objectively, so as you will not be critiquing the argument, you will be analyzing it. Your analysis should be no longer, or should be no less than 4 pages. What should be analyzed? Listed below are the sorts of things your rhetorical analysis should consider. This list is neither a checklist nor an outline. Not every question applies to every article. Do not attempt to write about all of these bullet points. You will probably end up selecting 3, 4, maybe 5 of these because your goal is to write an essay that is 4 pages. Okay? 4 pages, it might seem like a lot, but it really isn't. Because you want each paragraph to be about 8 to 10 sentences. So you're really only going to address part of this list. Purpose, audience, organization, nods to the opposition, definition, examples. These are some of the main topics of your paragraphs. Ethos, logos, pathos, kairos. Considering the tone, considering the diction and the imagery that is used. As far as how you will submit this paper, you will submit your paper digitally via eCourseware. You're going to need to use MLA style citations and formatting. They are a requirement. Okay, for specifics about format, please see the course syllabus. The requirement, okay, 4 full pages. That does not include the works cited page. Yes, you are only using 1 article, but you will need to have a works cited page, just as you will for every assignment that you turn in this semester. You will need to follow MLA citation and formatting guidelines. This will need to be submitted digitally to the Dropbox in eCourseware, and you also need to avoid summary beyond a brief introductory summary of your source. The focus of this paper is analysis. If you end up writing a paper that is more summary than analysis, you will not get a good grade, and it is going to suffer tremendously. We will be doing a writer's workshop. That means you will have a chance to read over 2 of your peers' papers during week 4. The due date for this essay will be Friday, September the 17th at 11:59 p.m. So the rhetorical analysis, I think for a lot of students, can often be more difficult in some ways than the argumentative essay. But the most important thing is, and this is something that I'm going to be addressing in future weeks as we look through some of the examples, your goal is to analyze. You are not summarizing this paper or the essay except in the introduction. Okay? Analysis is the primary concern for this paper. That is what your goal is as you approach writing. And these bullet points that you see here are very helpful for thinking about how you end up eventually focusing your essay. Okay? This rhetorical analysis, you're going to need thesis statement. You're going to need topic sentences. And the topic sentences should specifically address these bullet points. Okay, and as you have questions, whether you have questions now after reading through and listening to me talk about the assignment, or whether you eventually have questions, please let me know. I'm happy to work with you and make sure that you are clear as to the expectations for this paper. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and make sure you go watch the third and final video for the week.